Hello, hello, welcome back to another video, and if you're new, welcome. So today I thought it would be kind of fun, since I have the day off, I'm going to take a few minutes and do a Krampus set, just something different. I've seen a number of nail pages on Facebook of people saying, hey, is there any kind of Krampus, I hope I'm saying that right, nail designs. It's not something I normally do, but I thought it was a good idea. And then not only that, I have some dual forms that I used a while back, and I purchased them off of Temu. And this is how they came. And I have a terrible habit of buying tips and all sorts of stuff. And while I was doing the video, was questioning whether or not these were dual forms or not, and I did not remove them or anything. I left them on, painted over them, and so if I look back, I kind of messed that video up. So anyways, I thought I would do a Krampus set using these dual form claw, raptor claws, however you want to call it. So I've gone ahead and I've done a few of the nails already, just because I feel like the Krampus one, excuse me, itself is going to take a few minutes. So and I know I don't want it to be a long video, and I'm sure you don't either. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm doing them. I'm using acrylic. I'm not using polygel this time. So I'll just go ahead and show you what I'm using and what I'm doing, and I'm hoping this turns out, and if it doesn't, well, we'll just giggle together. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so these are the few that are done, and yes, I went ahead and popped off the dual forms, so I'm just leaving them out here so I know what size is what. And then yeah, so I left these two to show you what I'm gonna do, and they've been prepped. This one has the dehydrator and the primer on it already, so this one I'm just gonna put some of my dehydrator on. I've gone ahead and sized these up and put them on Jessica to make sure they fit. So this is my practice hand, and that's what these will be going on when I'm done. Okay, so that one just needs primer. And I've gone ahead, I've got my little, I call them finger condoms, because I'm holding these dual forms and I don't want monomer and powder on my fingers. And not only that, I'm going to be using some 4D UV gel. I've used this before, but I thought this would be kind of neat to give it some like 3D, or I guess 4D kind of stuff. My little packet. Like I said, these are the tips. I ordered these from Temu, I believe. But anyways, this is how they came. They just, I should have paid better attention, and I didn't. So I'm gonna move these off the desk. Okay, so this is the one that we're gonna do Krampus on. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm using a speed monomer. It sets up really fast. And this is just the Young Nails Core Clear. But this is what works for me. So everybody has a different preference. And yeah. So again, this is just acrylic. And then I'm going to do one with colored acrylic. Okay. So I try to fill in the very tip first. And I try to make sure there aren't any air bubbles. If there are, they can just be filed, unless they're too deep, and then you have to kind of redo it. So when I sized these, I made sure that they were a little bit bigger than the tips, because filling it up with acrylic is going to leave some space. Well, I shouldn't say space, but you're going to lose space, I should say. And the tip that it goes on will be showing, and then it'll have to be filed. These have a really deep arch to them. You can kind of see how that goes. So I'm just trying to make sure there's enough acrylic in there. And if any of it seeps out on the edges, you can just file it. But like I said, I tried to make sure they're a little bit bigger so that I don't have that problem. Okay. Just going to push down a little bit on that. All right, and then there's the dual form with acrylic on the tip. So I'm going to go ahead and set that one down. Hold on here. It is not on the form right. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at this, and excuse me, the tip looks like it just needs a touch more. So I am just going to go ahead and okay. I'm going to call that good. So now I'm going to put this clear acrylic away, and I'm going to do just a dark red, and I'm hoping that the red will go. I should have tested it and I didn't, but I'm hoping it's going to be dark enough. So this is Glam and Glits Color Acrylic Collection. I got this off of Amazon. I can't even tell you when I got it, but I do know it was off of Amazon. Okay. So I'm going to use a different dappen dish. This red is just really rich, and I don't want to contaminate my other one. All right. So again, okay, that is gorgeous. Trying really hard to keep it in the tip. Okay. Sometimes these little gloves or these little protectors for your fingers, sometimes they're a nuisance. I know I need to wear them though. Okay, so I'm trying to get all those edges covered. Keeping the cuticle thin, cuticle area I should say. I want to say that looks like it will do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place it on this thumb. And I'm going to squeeze down. So this one, I just wanted to do it with a colored acrylic, but I am going to be putting foil on it. Okay, so I'm going to set this one down. I'm going to let those set up for a second. I'm just going to clean this up real quick, and then we'll come back and I'm going to pop these off. All right, so I just realized I did not show you the name of it. It's called Ruby, and yeah, this is from Amazon. So I've got most of that cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead. This one should be set up. In fact, you can feel the heat coming off that. So I am just going to squeeze this a little bit and hope that it comes off the way it's supposed to. I'll take it off the stand. But this is the one I wanted to do the Krampus design on. And I'm looking at my time, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Okay, look at that. Okay, so you're going to have some schmutz on the sides, and you can just file those off a little bit. Or maybe you'll be real lucky and you won't have any, and that would be nice. So I am going to go ahead and scuff this up a little bit, but look at that shine before I take it off. So I know some people say that you can leave them as is with the dual forms because of the shine that it already has. Other people will scuff them up to put nail designs or what have you, and then some people will just put a top coat on. So anyways, it's just a preference. It's whatever works for you. But dual forms, they are a lot of fun. I cannot talk. Okay. Let's see if we can get this little one popped off. I mean, I think it feels, yeah. So I use the speed monomer. It helps it to set up just a little bit faster. Nope, this one is not ready yet. Hold on. No, it's not. I don't think. Okay, so we're gonna okay, this one's gonna sit just a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff ready to do my Krampus design, and then, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. This one is scuffed up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put some black gel polish on it, just for a base color. And then I'm gonna pop that other one off. And then hopefully I will have enough time to do the design. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna pop that in. And then this one, okay, there we go. That one's done, and I'll go ahead and I'll just clean up those edges a little bit. All right, so once again, I'm going to have to ask for forgiveness because I am on a tight time schedule here, and I do not have that long to finish this. So I went ahead and I popped the form off of this one. This is the colored acrylic. This is the Ruby. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Makartt nail art foil glue on. I got this a while back. I purchased it off of Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a thin coat on this whole tip, and then I'm going to put some foil on after I get done curing it. So I put it in the lamp. My lamp, I only have to do it for 30 seconds. Everybody's is different, so it's just one of those you're going to have to play around with it to see how long. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cured, and then I'll come back and put the foil on. Okay, so that is cured. This is just red foil. You can get this stuff just about anywhere. Amazon, Temu, Shein, companies that you order your stuff from will more than likely have foil for sale. am just trying to get this little guy covered. And then since I went ahead, I did one in a matte top coat like that. I'm going to go ahead and do this one shiny. I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. This is still the one that I'm going to do Krampus on. I just am really short on time. I apologize. So I guess this will be part 1. This is more of a dual form how-to, I guess. Even at that, it was kind of fast. But now that I know that these are dual forms, I feel a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'll be right back. All right, so here is the thumbnail. And I'm loving that foil. But anyways, this one's good. It's cured, so it's good to go. I'm going to put that one right there, and then I'm going to go do what I need to do time-wise, and then this will be the second part. I will do Krampus. I, again, apologize. So if you're still following, thank you, and I should be back shortly. So just hold on. I'll be right back.